What? What's that you say? It is more ideal to play Metroid Fusion during the daytime to make yourself less afraid and defenseless. Yeah, not possible. Only do it when the sun is down and the moon rises. Because in here, well, let's just say that darkness is coming to surround the light, every source of light, as we traverse inside the treacherous, endless reaches of Sector 6. Not exactly endless, not exactly endless, but you know, but you know what I'm talking about. Hello everyone, GPA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of A Dreadful Journey, featuring Metroid Fusion, episode number 42. The bioorganic security sentry is somewhere lurking inside Sector 6, and it is our duty to deviate its progression the same way that Yakuza and the Natori, respectively, try to do to us. This time, we are fully prepared to get the job done. However, immediately upon doing so, the Galactic Federation's agenda becomes crystal clear and very, very obvious. Back to the best sector in the game, and these next few dialogue entries that Adam is going to inform us about is honestly those types of dialogue that makes you go, oh my god, that sounds awful, I probably should follow this. But then as soon as you like just you know like, I don't know, it's just this dialogue right over here. The security robot seems to have gotten much stronger. This worries me. Be careful. But we have another problem. Once you're done, leave NOC immediately. Yep, and they had to make those two words a lot more powerful than, I don't know, like equal to just run when you see the SAX, because it's very similar to this. The SAX is tracking you. Is your objective clear? Don't stay longer than you must. Understood? But after seeing that last dialogue right over there, it almost feels personal for them, but not at all that important to you, because the SX is tracking you. It's like, oh yeah, I understand. It's like, don't stay longer than you must. Understood? But the way you put it, well, the way that Adam put it, it makes it feel like as though that it's not really all that crucial in the slightest. I mean, it is true that the SAX is indeed tracking us, but it just like gives more life, or I don't know, gives more lifeless energy inside Sector 6, more than what it already was before. Because every single time you enter through this place, it's all about conflict, the fear, the menacing, perpetual, endless, bottomless fear inside Sector 6. Every single time you enter through this place, it's all about that. Even at your most strongest, this sector does its absolute best to make you feel like, let's just say, as weak as a Yumbo. As weak as a Yumbo. You're as pathetic and weak as a Yumbo. You just go back and forth. That's all you can do. Forward, backward. You have limited options. You can only go forward, but you can only do so much to go back. You can't go back at all, because why would you do it? Because there's a chance that the SAX might invade you in the moment you least expect it. But upon our second visit in Sector 6, the situation becomes a whole lot more menacing than, oh no, it's dark, I better watch my step and not touch the blue X parasites, otherwise it's game over for me. Dead right on the spot. No. It's hiding something different. Something much more darker and more conflicting than anything else combined in this place. Because like I said before, Sector 6 not only contains all of your worst possible fears imaginable in this game, darker lighting, very short rooms, insta-kill death hazards, practically speaking. The SAX is likely to spawn in this place. Almost like this is its sanctuary. This is the sanctuary of death traps incarnate. At the exact same time, it holds darker secrets that is absolutely nothing to do with the SAX or the X-Parasites in the slightest at all. All this time, I have lied to you. I have lied to you from the very beginning. The very beginning when this part of the Let's Play series began in Metroid Fusion, I said that you're dealing with only one enemy. There's yet another. There is yet another enemy hiding, lurking somewhere, nowhere to be seen, no trace of them whatsoever. All you see are creatures mimicking the fake versions of what they're trying to copy. The Galactic Federation is a second enemy in this game. But they're not an enemy for you to destroy or just pursue when, like, the moment when you see them. No. It's that kind of enemy of where conflict rises into everlasting turmoil and suspense. Dreadful suspense. It's that eye-opening moment that just shoots you dead awake. It's that, oh my god, it can't be. This cannot be possible. What is happening here? What is the meaning behind this? To this day, we have no idea. We have absolutely no fucking idea on why the Galactic Federation are so corrupt to just contain just a short sample on what you were assigned to eliminate off of the face of the planet they once resided in. Metroids are here, secretly being propagated inside dark environments, the exact same way that Metroid Other M did. But in here, the story is a lot more mysterious. I'm saying a lot. I'm saying way too much. Enough wandering around inside the dark aimlessly, just bumping in front of walls and just like shooting at things until they stick. We need to get through here. Power bomb. And the sound effect has died. Okay, that's a little bit strange. Right through here. Right through here is where we need to go to face off against the Bioorganic Security Sentry for the second time. Or, in this case, since the Bioorganic Security Sentry, aka BOX, was not an X-Parasite host in the first place because the organic core inside its nuclear membrane of the mechanical components was not exposed. But after our first fight, we exposed it, and now it is vulnerable to all forms of attack. And officially, and also with some irony, it's now an Xbox. That's not supposed to be sinister, it's supposed to be funny, but yeah. literally, like, I don't know, literally speaking, it's an Xbox. It's no longer the box, it's an Xbox, because, you know, I just felt like pointing that out, because I just wanted to say it at some point. But anyway, here we go. Water. What is water doing here? Is it on the other side? Nope, only in that room. Missile expansion. How do we get that? I'm not gonna be surprised. So where do we go? Where is the bioorganic security sentry? We don't know. We don't know where it's located. All that we know is that at the exact same time, when they're warned on just I don't know, being up in front, inside this room, security sensors go off, and they warn us to not go any further. Turn back immediately, or else. That's what it truly feels like. But at the exact same time, you are absorbed to just condemn to condemn the female operator voice gesticulation of condemnation the exact same way, and just disobey them. Disobey what it's telling you, what it is forcing you to follow. What happens if you don't? Practically nothing. So here we go. Right inside here. Caution. Keep out. Security sensors right over there, just like trying to detect any unwanted intruders. This area right here contains the darkest secrets of the Galactic Federation and their hidden agenda. You know, it's the most surprising and ironic thing. The evidence becomes obvious, like instantly, so obvious. Like they weren't even trying to hide it anymore. But at the exact same time, they did try to hide it inside an Easter egg, no less. As a reward, how about we reveal our plan? Hey, computer, that is not advisable. They actually hid the Galactic Federation's agenda inside an Easter egg. And the very moment you discover it, the freaking Galactic Federation HQ just tells them, as a reward, how about we let her know about our plan, hey, computer? Like in a very kind of like in a kind of manner, that way. And he gets upset when he becomes upset when Adam denies him, because like, sorry, we're supposed to keep that secret. What the fuck are you doing? Trying to blow our cover? I mean, the cover has already been blown off numerous times before, but that one, inside an Easter egg, it's obvious. They weren't even trying to hide it, and yet they did. You can't even make that up. So anyway, let's move forward.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Warning.
No entry without authorization.
And pray tell, what exactly is the warning for? I'm not authorized to go in here.
No entry without authorization.
Okay, here's the most, creative thing.
No entry without authorization.
I just realized something. The very moment when you try to, try to step foot inside that vault, that is the time when the bioorganic security sentry appears. Because it still is a security robot. So another way.
Warning, no.
So in a way, this warning just allows the bioorganic security sentry to like invade you. It's following its orders. It's programmed to go after intruders. It lured it. This warning lured the bioorganic security sentry. I need to go in before this gets any more annoying.
No entry without authorization.
I've heard much more worse besides just that. And here it is. Bioorganic Security Sentry, the Xbox. This time, we have to deal with electrified water. Interestingly enough, the Bioorganic Security Sentry, even though that it is an ex-person host, it's still serving its purpose as a security robot, even after this. Oh yeah, in case anyone is actually wondering on how in the hell, like anyone has ever questioned on how in the hell Samus is like grabbing onto the monkey bars with the arm cannon, I have a theory that it's like I have a theory that there's something magnetic that's allowing her to do it. Like I don't know, like you know, just like it might be a magnet. You know, it's a real shame that the boss barely has any health in this fight. He has a lot more health in the first fight than the second. I don't know why. And the fight is practically all or nothing in here. There we go. That's what it was. I know exactly how to end this. 1, 2, 3. And can I finish you off with a... Yes, I can. Finish you off with the diffusion missile. Get some use out of that. The wave beam ability recovered. Beam now penetrates walls. And now we can gain entry without authorization.
Warning.
But first...
Without authorization.
Yeah, it just keeps on fucking reminding us like we should actually listen to it. But no. But no. Shut up, Nabby.
Warning. No entry without authorization.
Shut the fuck up, Nabby. This is the only time we're actually not going to listen to your bitch ass any longer.
Warning. No entry without authorization.
And now we're just shooting DNA strands out of our arm cannon now. We're so close to hitting top power. Like, I don't know, top complete full power.
Entry without authorization.
However, I feel like saving the game right here. I'm only going to... This is the very last time I'm going to save the game. Wanna know why? Because I would like to collect some items. Collect some items on my own. Collect some items on my own. If I actually can, that is.
Entry without authorization.
I have absolutely no idea on what the hell this female operator is trying to tell me, but I'm pretty sure I should enter without authorization. What say you?
Without authorization.
Let's go. And just keeps on continuing. The restricted zone.
Without authorization.
What makes it so restricted? What could be contained in here?
Warning. No
Well, the answer may definitely. Well, the answer might definitely surprise you, especially if it's your very first time playing the game.
warning. No entry without authorization.
Keeps on going and going, then just stops. Metroids. Metroids inside the restricted zone. And at that point, the conflict rises into, I don't know, into maximum overdrive. Because what are Metroids doing in here? Just, I don't know, imagine the look on Samus's face through the visor. Imagine on what she is dealing with. I'm just looking at my game capture right now, and the center tube in the background just... It has frame by frame animation, and the Metroid just completely disappear because it's moving around so fast. Thought for sure something happened to the capture card, but no, it's fine. It's moving around so fast, so you just can't even see the freaking barrier in the background. That's very weird. But anyway. Larval Metroid. Alpha Metroid. Zeta, Gamma Metroid, Zeta Metroid. It's obvious. Federation are raising Metroids. What's happening here is illegal. This is not supposed to happen. You just go on to the top of the restricted laboratory. And here's the interesting thing. Since Adam did say that the SAX is tracking us, let's just say that he's right, but at the exact same time, the SAX just immediately switches targets, because it may be a copy of Samus, but deep down inside, it's still an X-Parasite. And the very moment when the SAX witnesses larval Metroids, instincts activate. Its natural instincts of attacking its apex predator. Its only weakness. It's like in a way, the SAX just, in a way, the SAX actually becomes afraid on its own. The XX becomes afraid the very moment when this happens. So now this place is under attack. What's happening? Destroy all the Metroids.
This sector will soon be locked down.
And what do the Metroids do? Go after the SAX.
To isolation lockdown.
Just immediately. The larval Metroid just follow its natural instincts and go after the SAX. And at that point, we have to make our own escape. The SAX is powerless against the Metroids. It can't do anything. We have 60 seconds to get out of here. And be careful not to touch any larval Metroids while we're at it.
To isolation.
60 seconds to isolation lockdown, and make like Sector 0 and I guess you can say the bioweapon Metroids that are propagated illegally for unknown purposes just commences. And let's just say that Metroid Fusion version of Sector 0 is now history, drowning in the empty vastness of space. And here's the damning part right here. Right through here's the navigation room, and you're trapped. There's no music playing at all. Just low vibrations. Low vibrations. It's all about, I don't know, like slow, I don't know, confused, mysterious, and just very unnerving heartbeats. So, what does Adam have to say about this? Samus, you shouldn't have done that. You ignored your orders. You may have to pay a price for that quite soon. Very first time when Samus shows her mugshot, because right in here in this moment in the game is where things get dead serious. The X-Parasites are no longer your enemy. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on a Metroid breeding program. For peaceful applications only, of course. Please understand. Yeah, I call bullshit on that. Sorry, Chief. But perhaps you already knew of this program's existence? Certainly, you must have had doubts when you saw Sector 1. SRX, a faithful replica of the SR388 ecosystem. This is exactly why I said a partially important role in Sector 1. I wouldn't say it's all that important because it's only containing secrets. Nothing like nothing too serious or anything, but nothing too serious going on in the sector itself. But let's just say that like bits and pieces of evidence taken from Sector 1 and into this and has been like secretly like researched and like developed inside the restricted zone in Sector 6. In a way, Sector 1 is as partial significance to its own role. but not that important, because you don't really revisit it. Ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega Metroids. This research even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. Imagine creating an Omega from a larval Metroid in days. Yeah, I can already picture the mechanical, I don't know, image of Adam salivating through the mouth when it comes to this delicious information. But that research is finished. The X has smelled out its natural enemy, and one of the SAX is on its way here. One? Are you saying there's more than one SAX? Don't be so surprised, Samus. You know that the X reproduce by asexual division. Because of this mechanism, there are now no fewer than 10 SAX aboard the station. Yeah, that ought to give anyone an eye-opening moment. Like, just pop straight out of their skulls. Like, you cannot be fucking serious. But to me, it's obvious. I wasn't really freaked out by that at all. It was like, oh, there's like only one SAX being chased by that. But wait, hold on a second. There's always multiple enemies in every single area in the game. So by that logic, it makes sense that there would be more than one SAX in here. But it's all about the fear just crawling in every corner. We don't even know where one of them is. Samus, you must go. Get out. If you stay too long, the SAX will destroy you. Stop only at a navigation room to uplink to me. I don't know how HQ is going to take this, but you need to report to them immediately. Is your objective clear? Now get going. You know, thanks for caring, Adam, but, I'm not afraid of the SAX anymore. Because we're powerful. We have the wave beam. We have the power bombs. We have the gravity suit. We have the diffusion missiles. What are we missing? All right, of course, the screw attack. Turmoil is just like exuding from the atmosphere right now. The real Adam would have said the same thing about that incident, but he would have softened the blow. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared. He was not a machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion could exist in that computer. So where does this take us? Apparently, it takes us all the way to Sector 1. Okay, correction. There is actually some significant importance in this place after all. And it's playing the exact same thing, and it's playing the exact same theme of the very moment when we heard about the nightmare just outright obliterating Sector 5. But in here, it's all about making I don't know, like, very careful preparations. In this part of the game, it's go time. What have we got to lose? Nothing available in the game can possibly stand in our way. We are unstoppable. Alright, apparently the amiibo just like come all the way over here too. And this is actual acid now. It's green instead of light orange. Finally, you make sense. Adam, you better okay. Real life Adam. You know, solar flare. You better give me the confirmation that this is actual acid and not superheated acid or superheated magma, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know why that pisses me off, but it does. All right. Ah, of course. beam. I am obviously going the wrong way, because I can't get over there without the screw attack, because that's exactly what we need to get next. So let's do this. All the way up here. Morph ball bomb. Climb up. SR38Asian. How much damage does this deal? Wow. Yeah, it is that weak. So unfortunate for an like a seemingly overpowered missile could just only be powerful with its range of freezing capabilities and nothing much else to it. Jeez. And that's all it does. It doesn't even damage the enemy at all. It just freezes them. But now that we got the wave beam... Oh, crap. The golden SR38Asian. We can only attack it from behind. Just like the Silver Space Pirates in Super Metroid. But like I said, not really all that. They're extremely easy. Can you do me a favor and just like get over here, please? Oh, I can actually aim. Oh, I can actually aim downward. I had no idea about that. Oh, you're not stupid after all. Destroy every enemy, and then we can progress. Where do you think you're going? I'm pretty sure all the way over here is where we fight. A surprise guest. I hesitate to even, I don't know, discover on how exactly fucking loud that ear-piercing screech for Neo Ridley actually is with headphones, because I'm playing this game at max volume on the Wii U gamepad. Maybe it's best for me to turn it down just a little bit. I mean, it's not like I'm just gonna go like, it's not like I'm just gonna go like turn deaf in an instant or anything. Preposterous thought. Preposterous thought. You only turn deaf if you like, I don't like, just listen to ear rape on a daily basis. Those types of people actually exist, and I question their morals. All right, here we go. This is it. We drop down, and there is Ridley. The deteriorated life form of Ridley from Metroid Other M makes his appearance yet again in Metroid Fusion. However, I'll say this right now on how Ridley behaves in this game. Simply put, it's not Ridley. It is not Ridley. The looks, the grotesque appearance, the demonic screeches that would outright kill you in point-blank range, Monster Hunter style, is not the Ridley you used to know. It's a monster. Doesn't follow its instincts. It's completely different. So, let's begin. Bring it on. Okay, it's not all that bad as I thought. This thing, this abomination of Ridley in Metroid Fusion is unlike anything before or since in the Metroid series. Just look at him. Look at him. Those constantly grasping claws, just begging for you to just get trapped within. The look in his eyes when he shoots fireballs. It's a disease. This Ridley is a parasite. Parasitic Ridley. This Core X parasite just decided to copy the Nemesis, but it's missing something. It's missing something. It's missing the traits of what makes Ridley himself. Oh my god. I know the screeches are excruciatingly loud, but you can't help but love them. You can't help but love it because of how iconic it defines him. Not to mention the Neo Ridley theme is an absolute bop. It's a beatbox. It's Ridley beatboxing with some hints of distortion in the background, similar to Nightmare. And look at that, it's the same Ridley from Super Metroid. All it takes is just like a single missile. And here's where the decibel rate just starts to shoot through the fucking roof. At this very moment, Ridley breathes his last through a punctured lung. That's it. I don't care what anyone says, but that has got to be the perfect way to end the nightmare of Ridley once and for good. Just make him feel the pain. Make him be afraid. Make him scream in agony until the trauma ends at last. Or so we think, because I am not sure if Ridley actually does make a comeback in Metroid Dread. Even though this video, along with the next one, has been made on September 28th, it's likely that the things that I've said are going to be severely outdated. So anyway, Ridley is no more, and now we can get out of here. Get out of here. But in doing so, there is absolutely no dialogue, no mention, no hint, no information whatsoever about Ridley in this game. He's just there, standing, motionless, menacingly, just begging to be taken over. At the exact same time, it exudes overwhelming mystery. Because why did the Federation take him in the BSL? What good could come from him? What were they planning to do? It's obvious. It is so obvious that the Federation had something planned for him. Like the golden moment of a lifetime for their own revolution. Just officially killed off, removed from the list of the... officially killed off from their bucket list on goals to attain for their own personal gain. And at this moment, the very moment we go to the navigation room, the evidence is clear on how Adam responds. Is very clear that Ridley was that important to the Galactic Federation. We'll never understand why they kept him in here, what they were planning to do, or why they value him so much. It's a infuriating, insufferable mystery that we likely will never understand. We'll never receive answers. Cause the only conclusion that we can follow is that he's just there. No other reason at all. Ridley is just there. For no reason. No reason according to you, but plenty of reasons for the Galactic Federation. We'll never know. The world may never know on what they were planning to do with him. And all this time, he was in Sector 1. And in here, in Sector 1, Metroid eggshells. Plenty of them. Almost like as if that Gamma, Alphas, and Zeta Metroids are somewhere in this place. Because they broke free. Where are they? And another interesting thing, there are absolutely no X-parasites in... There are absolutely no X-parasites. Like, very little X-parasites remain in Sector 1 because of the evidence of Metroids. Their weakness is here, and they're hiding. They have absolutely nothing to do. They have nothing to do but hide. I think it's best that I save in here. Or maybe I could just like go ahead and beat the game normally and forget about and just completely forget about all the completely forget about collecting every item, because I can, but I don't want to. That's not important. What's important is finishing the job. So let's do that right now. Except I'm going the wrong way. Give me a second. And just like that, the moment when the Metroids hatch out of their out of their eggshells, the X-parasites are barely here. The population of X-parasites has dwindled in Sector 1. Perhaps, maybe, this could be possible, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that the Galactic Federation were secretly creating Metroids to, like, per se, perhaps, like, get rid of the X-parasites themselves by recreating the Metroids. But that's a double-edged sword tactic right there. It could only end so much. It could end in both ways. You just end up like going right back to square one. Apparently, I've not been in here yet. All right, of course. Missile expansion, I'll take that. There are 3 missile expansions in here, actually. Let me go take that real quick. 1 missile expansion, 2 missile expansion, and the last one, right through here. Got it. Anything else in here? Perhaps not. It's submerged in lava. There's a possibility that you can actually go to other sectors in the area, so you'd like do what Zero Mission taught you inside Norfair. It's a possibility. Yep, right through here. This is the only opportunity you get in the entire game. This is literally the only opportunity in the game to collect every single item. Nowhere else. Nowhere else available is it possible for you. But we're not going to do that. We're going to finish this once and for all. So let's go. Let's get to the nearest safe station and proceed with caution. Actually, not with caution, but not with caution, but just with vigilance. Because it's time. This is it. This is the grand finale of Metroid Fusion. That will have to conclude the end of this episode of A Dreadful Journey featuring Metroid Fusion, episode number 42. Hope to see you again in the next one, episode number 43. when we put an end to everything once and for all. The nightmare is over. The crisis comes to an end at last. I'll be looking forward to that, and I will see you later. This is GBA049, signing out, going offline, and see you next mission. I'll read the dialogue later.